Good morning, bestie. We are going to go live with Sarah Coates in just a second. So get all your questions ready for her. She is such an amazing woman, and she has such a great sense of humor and a positivity and a zest for life. And I can't wait to just have a chat and get inspired. And let's see. So get your questions all set. Sarah.
I brought my puppets.
And of course, Ruben.
Ruben's here.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, he's done. He's done for. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Look, I brought the color today for you.
Ooh. I love it. I think it looks fantastic. What is happening? I did a little vintage situation, but I didn't do my suit because I just moved and everything is packed. Everything. I don't know where my socks are. I have like one bra that's acceptable. So we are figuring this all out.
Yeah, and it'll be one piece at a time. You're
Yes.
just gonna build that one piece at a time, find that box. Yeah.
You got to do it. Was that your son?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So he might crash. He might do a little IG crash.
I love a little IG crash. Yes, please.
So you're doing a little vintage. It looks like you're doing a little vintage 70s, 80s ruffle situation.
We do. She's a puff sleeved, little ruffle situation. I love going on Etsy and I like typing really specific details like plaid ruffled vintage shirt and then just going down and finding like the best deal and then getting it to my house as soon as possible.
I love doing that too. I kind of like being also like off the wall and odd and see who is like, I'm kind of like, I want to reward someone for just like thinking outside of the box with their keywords. You know?
Yes,
absolutely.
You have to.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
and just be like crazy polka dot awesome sauce or something, you know?
Yes.
Like
see exactly what that piece is.
Right.
And then trying to figure out. And I found these like really beautiful vintage stores in like the middle of America that they are still selling like a shirt for $12 instead of $85. And I kind of love finding those little places and I almost want to like DM them and say like, people will pay more for this.
I know, me too. Like PS, like you can triple that if you want. Like, you know, I know.
Yes. And just tell them that it's, you'll ship to LA.
He's trying to convince me to give him a jelly bean.
A what?
Jelly bean fiend is what is going on. Not right now. After. Show Sarah your shirt with your froggies on your shirt. No,
Let me see. Okay, we don't have to see it. We don't have to see it.
Yeah. So yes, we both pretty much.
Oh my God, my dog.
What's going on? Oh, is that your dog?
My dog. He wants to play. We're fine.
I was like, are you working on your house right now? Good for you.
I'm working while I do this. I'm double teaming. I like to do two things at once. So
it's like, me too, Sarah, but let's take a second.
I feel horrible. No. What was your question? Go ahead.
No, I was saying we both pretty much live in sustainable style for the most part, like thrifted, found objects, like this green. Shout out to my friend Paige. I don't know if Paige, you're not watching. You must be super busy. She's moving too. She gifted this to me. And I wouldn't say so much gifted as I took it because it's my size. It's Banana Republic in my size. You know those brands, just fit you and you know what size.
That's the exact.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A Madewell jean. I know the exact size and 1,000%. I love gifting a piece of vintage to someone. And sometimes it's difficult for me to get rid of vintage and not sell it, or not. I don't even like to sell it sometimes. I like, if I have this beautiful piece, I try and think of who in my life it will make their life better. And then I just give it to them, and I just, hope that they can love it as much as I did. So
I do the same thing too. And so what you're saying is I should expect some cool vintage this year.
Yes. Yes. I'm unpacking.
I do want to have a swap event. I want to have a swap event for Valentine's Day, like Galentine's Day, do a swap event.
We have to, because I have too much, and I want to make sure that these like special little things that I found, because I will find something at because I love to go to Goodwill. I have since I was a kid. I love a hunt. I love a flea market, and I'll find something and I'll grab it, and I feel like someone's going to take it out of my hands because it's so special, and I think it's so fantastic, and there's so much creativity and love and just quirkiness to it. So those pieces that I found, I love to figure out. You'll get some stuff. You better believe. I have tons of stuff coming your way.
I keep hearing the cutest little squeak, and it's sounds like a little squeaky toy. And I can't tell if it's his squeaky toy or that's him squeaking himself.
He is. Can you see him?
Yeah.
So he's trying to play with me, and I'm like, sweetheart, it's not time. He wants all my attention, and I can't give it to him at the moment, but I'm doing my best. So we're both handling an adorable,
little sidekick. I know.
Yes.
Always. And
But if I don't hold it, he'll squeak it even more, and it'll just be like,
squeak, 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 squeak. I actually don't even know what I would do if I got to go pee by myself. It's it's I would feel lonely.
Well, this may be too much information. So Matt and I just moved into a new house, and in our old place, we only had one bathroom. We lived there forever, saving to buy a home, and we still find ourselves in the same bathroom together. And I'm like, we have more than one now, and that was a main reason to move, so that we could have separate times.
Right. So
but I'll just be using the bathroom, and he's standing there, and I'm like, please go away.
No.
I'm such an asshole. He's in the other room too. You can hear. And he's in the other room, and he's watching. Because I was like, we got to up the viewers.
I cannot get enough of you. Can I get enough? Well, you are amazing. So I can see. I know how he feels. Because I can have you come visit. Come in. Come over. Let's hang out. Let's talk.
That was truly one of the most fun times I've had in a long time. And then especially during quarantine, was coming into your shop, very socially distanced, and getting to decorate or to style your mannequins for the front of your store. And I got to go through your entire collection, find pieces. It was almost like I was dressing myself. I was trying to give them the quirky,
your personality.
Yeah.
So how do you approach when you get dressed? Because I think we all have our own ways of approaching it. And what I trying to do is make that verbal and out there, so that other people that have a harder time with it can kind of start. It sounds funny to say learn, but I don't know. I
absolutely
guess it kind of is.
No, it's definitely a thing to learn if it doesn't come innate in who you are. I figure first it's what am I doing that day? And especially during quarantine, I've had so much fun finding vintage pajamas, really chic caftans that I can go this with and have them flow behind me as I walk at my house, and trying to find comfort, but then also thank you. I try and be as Joan Crawford as I can every day. No wire hangers. My realtor is watching. Hi, Ryan. He's the best. He's a saint. Realtor. I have a funny story about Ryan. When we got this house, I had ordered some vintage stuff to come before I even owned the home. And I thought it was going to be delivered in November because, sometimes it takes a long time, and it ended up showing up early. Mm-hmm. And so I had to sneakily tell my realtor, hey, can you please go to the house? I don't want them to know I'm sending packages there, and I don't even own it yet. And so he was like, of course, because we were out of town. So he comes gets on the front door, picks up my package, turns around, and a neighbor is standing there. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, I am the realtor. I'm picking up this package. She goes, "What is your name?" And he said, "Ryan." And she looks him up and down. She goes, "Okay, Ryan, I'm watching you," and walks away. And I am so obsessed with this neighbor because now I know I am being protected in my new neighborhood.
You better bring her some baked goods, because
you better believe it. Matt makes some great jams and some great jellies, and some pickles, and I am bringing them all to her as soon as possible. But back to getting dressed, I think it's, what are you doing that day? And then sometimes with me, it's like, am I feeling more masculine? Am I feeling more feminine? Because I love like a military pant, like high-waisted male military pant with like a bodysuit underneath. And I think it's really comfortable. And then some tennis shoes. And then if I'm feeling more feminine, like it's a really fun caftan or, and I loved oversized, and I always assumed, because I'm a curvy gal, that I could never do that. And in the last, I think it comes with aging too. In the last few years, I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna wear a caftan every day, and I don't care if I'm going anywhere, and you're gonna like it.
You're gonna, that, okay, so that right there, oh my gosh, I think you just coined the phrase. Because I think I have to stand up and show you like my crazy outfit that I did for you today. So first it's like all this, this first.
Love.
And then it's the jacket. And then it's
Yes,
like
it
a velvet belt. And then it's like full length, all this color all the way down to the floor. And some sock sneakers. I can't talk with these braces. And it's a lot. But same thing, I get up and it's almost like, unless I'm painting or, I usually just try to dress where it's like, you know what? You're just gonna deal with it. You're all just gonna deal with it, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, and you're gonna like it because you know why? I feel good in it.
No, please stop.
There have been times where people have thought I was in a costume.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Enjoy this costume because I feel fantastic.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, and it's positive, and you're happy, and you're being who you are meant to be. And yes, I would say most people, that's what I love. Most people, they like start a dialogue, it's like, oh, I love that. Oh, that's so happy. Like, it's like they stop you and it's like, wow, like we're actually human beings, connecting.
Do you have a power color? Like a color that you put on and you were like, this is how I'm supposed to be. I feel my best.
Yes. And it's so funny. I want to start doing that for people, like doing power color therapy, like
yes,
like helping them find their power color.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Matt, will you come grab Ruben?
Comedic relief. He liked it.
He loves it.
Power color.
He's like, this is his power color is.
Come here, you.
Do you want to say hi?
Oh, so vicious.
There's Matt. Here's Ruben.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Hey.
Hello.
He's not drinking a beer.
Oh, this isn't a beer. This is a ginger soda.
Say, are we morning drinking already?
It's not. I'm not morning drinking, I swear.
He's a sober person. He's not. Okay, go away. This is my moment to shine. You were saying power colors.
It's a color that I would never have thought. It's flamingo
what is it?
pink, and it's all flamingo pink. It's a suit, and it's all Banana Republic's fault. And yes, I know you guys, I'm not supposed to talk about fast fashion, but I did invest in that one piece, and I wear it all the time. And I don't
think if you invest in it and you wear it for years, I think, because I have like the same few pairs of Madewell jeans that I've been wearing for years now, and they fit me like a glove. So I think that's okay. I try to stay away from fast fashion, but sometimes you need that pink flamingo suit because you're not going to find it.
You're not going to
when you go to the flea market. Whenever I go to like Rose Bowl Flea Market when it was open, and the world was different, I would always think of like one thing before I would go. Like, I need to find a rainbow caftan, or I need to find like the frilliest, most ruffled piece I can find, and that's what I'm going to get today. And then it would just be like me hunting the entire day until I find it. And I usually can manifest that item.
Yeah. I love that. That's some powerful shit right there.
You have
And I
to
love that you're
manifest
manifesting it for good.
your vintage piece.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's
But
your vintage, it's your vintage superpower.
it truly is, and I feel really great about it.
I
I can't like fight wars or like help anybody out physically, but I can manifest a goddamn beret for you at a flea market.
But you know, I know, and it's like that does kind of speak to a lot of like the vainness of what we wear, or that it's superficial and that's not important. But I think you and I know that if you're not a vain, superficial kind of a person, and then what you wear and how you style and fashion doesn't have to be either. And I think especially when you share that with other people like we do, and you're an example of be positive, let that shine through, you know, let it influence other people, let it make other people happy just by doing it, right? So it totally goes past that superficialness for me.
Absolutely. And I love, especially with like Instagram and my friends, I had a friend stop by yesterday, Sarah Utterback, my dear friend, and her outfit was perfection. And when she was leaving, I was like copying every moment of this outfit, and I'm going to recreate it on myself. And she goes, wait, and she pulls out a headband and puts it on. And I was like, yes, this is I'm not wearing it yet because I couldn't find it. But it's about looking at someone and kind of transforming that. How could it look on me? And trying it. There's certain things that I always want to try, and just do it, because it's like, especially during quarantine, who's going to see you anyway?
Trial and error. We don't just like pop out of an egg and be like, well, like this, we know exactly what looks good on us. We know exactly how we feel the best in. We know our power color. It's just
mine is yellow, by the way.
I know it is. Oh my gosh, it for sure is. And wait a second, rewind. Headband. She just pulled a headband out of her purse.
She pulled it because it was
like backup headband.
It was the headband she was wearing, but it was the most beautiful moment because I was like stealing the outfit, and she goes, but wait, and it was like, and it was one of those new headbands. I don't know if you've seen them that are a little taller up here.
Yeah,
it wasn't knotted, but it was just like
bigger, chunky,
almost like a crown. Yeah, chunky crown headband with like her tendrils coming down, and I was like, this is for me. And I'm going to recreate it in my style. And I think it's not copying, it's like paying homage to someone's good choices. Like when I came into your shop and saw so many pieces, how you were layering, how you were putting like a pussy bow and then like a shirt that I would never do that over it. I was like, oh, yes. Like, okay, that should always be like that. So that's, it's about paying homage to your friends, finding people on Instagram that you just love their style. There's so many vintage Instagram accounts where they are selling, but also showing. There's one called Coast to Coast Vintage I told you about.
Yeah.
She's a queen.
I ordered that Lamborghini on the back dress.
You had to.
How could I not? How could I not? Come on.
Yes. Oh, my friend just said it's a black velvet croissant shape.
Nice. I think it's like called those like turban headbands.
Yes, it's good. It's good.
I have a baby head, so headbands are out. But
what?
My head is basically the same size as my 3-year-old toddler. So there's that.
You can wear one. You can just wear your headband. When I was moving, I thought you'd be proud. I had a box that I pulled up and it just said berets on the outside.
Yes.
It was a full box of berets.
Fragile,
super fragile. Well, then I have recently, I think I made a declaration maybe like 2 or 3 years ago where I said, I'm a hat person, because I'd never been. And I kind of felt like I was doing a play in community college whenever I'd pop on a hat. Right. But then I decided I'm a hat person, and I like invested in some nicer hats, and some are behind me right here. But when I packed them, I like wrote fragile huge around everything. And I was like, these are my babies. And I want to be like Moira Rose on Schitt's Creek and name them.
Gosh.
and name them. Oh, I have a good question for you. Who are
Yes.
some fashion influences for you, past, present?
Wow. You know, I'm kind of like an odd duck. Like, I don't really look to anyone. It's more of like a process of like, oh, I like that, and then I just kind of start creating out of my closet. But I will
love
say, I do really, really, really love Katharine Hepburn. I just love how she just owns it. And I think people might look at her now. If anybody doesn't know who she is, look her up. Katharine Hepburn. She's kind of like the predecessor of Diane Keaton, where she took menswear. You know, she's got the wide leg pant, the cuffs, the men's button-up shirt,
High-waisted. Ooh.
high-waisted, red lipstick. And I think what maybe people don't realize, because it's not in context anymore, but when she was wearing pants, it was like not okay.
Yeah.
You know, it was not cool for women to be wearing pants. Like, so when she's doing all these movies and she's wearing her signature pants, that was like groundbreaking. She was a trailblazer.
Yes, making a statement.
Yeah.
Pushing forward this movement of women wearing what they want,
Right.
whatever they want.
Well, because back in that time, the popular dress for women was either like the really tight pencil skirt with the heels and the nylons and the hat and the whole shebang. And she was pushing back and was like, actually, no, I'm going to do pants and a button-up shirt and call it a day. Thank you. With like my comfortable Oxfords, because I'm going to go golfing. So I'm going to wear it and you're going to like it.
And people liked it.
We do. And I do. I love it. So I would say her. Anytime I see Kate Moss, I'm just like, yes, I'm dying for it. I love you.
Icon.
And for
icon.
her, I think it's not so much like what she's wearing, it's how she's wearing it. Again, it's I'm wearing this and you're gonna like it because I feel like amazing. So
yeah. That's the key. That is the key. Like even if you look back at like Sex and the City, like Carrie Bradshaw, of course, would wear just like a men's Oxford shirt with a belt and heels, and we're like, oh yes, it's because she felt. And Pat Fields, of course, but you know,
of course.
I love clothes. The suit that I'm wearing in the picture that you posted for this conversation, I think you and I personally talked about it.
Suit.
Because
you told me where you got that, and then we decided to make a date at Goodwill, which we'll do.
Deal done, please. I found it at Goodwill, and it was together, because normally you never find the suits together anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I told you that I left and didn't get it.
Oh, you left it there?
I left it, and I thought about it, and I scoured being like, all right, this is because I'd taken a picture. I tried it on. This was before Pandy. And I showed them. I was like, we're finding this. Have you sold it? Do you know where it is? And we found it. It was like stuck in the children's section. And it was literally like $14.99. I don't know why I didn't buy it I think I was in a rush or like trying to be like, stop. Don't buy things for yourself. But
those are the worst ones. When I'm trying to be good, I make the worst decisions. Those are the ones I leave behind. You're like, you had no business. What? Why?
Yeah.
Just
I carry little regret in my life. Like people I've dated, choices I've made, nights with drinking. But the regret I carry is in the vintage I did not purchase.
Right.
Because you can't find it again.
Or that I gave away. That one too.
Or I gave away. Yes. Or you probably sold. Or like I do like to try and it's almost like a puzzle. Like I'll see somebody in something and I know it's vintage right away. And I try and find it by, Googling, like I saw this woman in this polar bear wool jacket. So I have it, I just got it, but it's this beautiful floor length wool coat. She was at Sundance. It was an actor that I admire. And I searched for a few days and I finally found the jacket. Got it on eBay for under $100. And these jackets are going for like $600-700. And I got it in the mail, but it's just, I like finding that piece, not knowing who it's by, and then kind of like reverse investigating and then like trying, just keeping my eyes out for it. It's
So
too
you want
fun.
some little, like, you may already know, but I have some little sneaky reverse engineer search tactics that I use that I could share with you. You may already know them, but um,
Please give me
so
the knowledge.
one of them is on Pinterest.
Okay.
So for all of you guys that use Pinterest, there's a feature. It's the visual search feature. Have you seen it?
Okay. No, but
So, yeah. So what it does is if you put a picture, like for example, that coat that you're looking for, you put a picture of it up onto Pinterest, then you use the visual search feature, which creates a box like around the item.
yeah.
And then what it does, it just generates like who is selling it, who's blogging about it, like all these, just starts matching up
Yes.
that jacket. So usually I can find things that way. Or do you use Poshmark at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Poshmark, now they added a feature similar to where if you scroll, you have the item you want, you scroll all the way down to the bottom,
Yeah.
and you click on, you can do it by color, by something else, but usually the most successful one is by size. And then same thing, it'll give you, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it gives you more of the same. And sometimes it's the exact same item. So just
It's
using technology to your advantage to like find the vintage that you want.
some genius hacks, I say. Thank you. I tip my many hats to you.
Your many, many hats, Diane Keaton style.
Yes, you have to. Oh, that's fantastic. There was another, I went to New York last year and I saw the chicest woman ever in my life. And I followed her for one block and I just took a little video of her that was like, work, 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 queen, work. And so like, I posted this video and I was like, I need this jacket. She was in this beautiful brocade jacket, like almost these colors. But then she had underneath like leather long gloves that were up to her elbow. Too much. She was so gorgeous. I'll send you these videos. And then
the leather elbow length glove is something that's gone by the wayside, and it's just a sad thing.
We're bringing it back. I mean, LA, it's hard to wear a long leather glove. I'll do it. Yeah. Do not test me. I will do it. But I found that piece and recreated that moment with my friend following me in the in the flea market wearing that jacket, like because I found it screamed in the flea market. The woman was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I was like, "No, this is it." And it was a.
And hopefully you got the price of it before you did that, right? Because the price goes up once you show how excited you are.
Yeah.
Another professional buying tip. You heard.
I am awful at bartering. Horrible. Oh my God, I'll be like, I'll pay you more.
How much is it?
I'm like, I love it. I'll pay you more. What's the price? I'm a monster. It's fine. I think my kindness and honesty.
You're supporting the local vintage dealer.
I love it.
How can I fault you for that?
No, I love it. And that's where, like, if I'm going to pay a little more, to me, it's worth it. Because these vintage dealers on Instagram and you, like, the care and love it comes out to curate this collection that you've made that's what I'm paying for as well. I'm not just paying for a vintage piece. I'm paying for your time. Most of the time the items are cleaned or, well taken care of or pressed. So for me, that's what I'm paying for. And it's so much better than like hopping in a Zara, getting an eye roll from an employee there and then not being able to be bought up.
It's like there's nothing better than the Zara in Paris. But I didn't care. I was so happy to be there. I was just like, oh, it's just part of the experience.
That's what I do too. I'm like, yeah, this is part of how it's going to be.
They're supposed to be mean to me.
I'm terrified of like teen employees. They're so scary to me. I want to do a Forever 21 before the pandemic. And I was like, ooh, like everyone was just like glaring at me. And I was like, I'm so old to be here. And it ran out.
No. Oh my God. So I don't see any questions yet. So
it's okay.
Yeah.
We're good. I think my friends have been popping in and saying hello and goodbye and hello, and that's fine. I think we answered all the questions we had. We had questions for each other.
Yeah, I have a question for you. It's not vintage related.
No,
but
go.
I always like to get some good info that people can actually use. And I don't know what you're doing, but your skin always looks so amazing. So if there's any
Well, I'm sweating
products
right
that
now.
you want-
So sweating is what's happening to me right now. Let me get that.
You're glowing. It's a
I'm
glow.
glowing. I glow. I love skincare and I love washing my face. To me, just like getting dressed is an event and kind of fun for me. Also, my nightly routine is fun for me. So I'll do like a Cetaphil,
Yeah.
like
Keeping
face
it pure,
wash.
fragrance
And then,
free.
yes, I do. I like a toner. I like a spritz. I like those sheet masks.
Yeah.
There is something that I live by. It's this stuff called Hanacure, Hanacure. It's those zombie masks where you like paint them on. And then I'm going to send you a picture after this and you're going to be like, oh my God.
Okay.
And then in 45 minutes, your face goes like, just like freaking like tightens and it hurts. And you're like, oh. And then when you wash it off, it's like you washed off a layer of your skin and you glow.
Huh. Yes, send it, please.
I will send it. Me too. And I'm also the kind of person that will try anything. Like someone's like, oh, I did this vampire thing where they like cut your face and then they shove your blood all over your face. And I'm like, how do I sign up for that? And
I'm in.
are they taking reservations? Add to cart. But thank you for the skin compliment. It's my mom too. She has beautiful skin.
Yeah.
So
We love jeans. We love good jeans.
God, I have good genes, man. Other things I got from them I don't love, but got to focus on.
And water. I've heard a lot of people like water. They drink water like crazy, and that
Oh yeah,
helps.
I
I
do
don't
too.
know.
LaCroix.
What?
Just lots of
That doesn't count. I wish it did because
Me
then I
too.
would just drink all the the grapefruit kind. But
the pamplemousse. It's my favorite.
pamplemousse.
Yes, it's my favorite one too. Oh my God. Well, you are wonderful. This has been the best. We'll
Yeah,
have to do this
we'll
more.
get our shopping, our Goodwill shopping on the books, and we swear to take a video crew so you guys can get all of our secret weapon shopping.
And I have to bring my mask chains that I made for you. I made you a bunch of mask chains in my power color, and then also in these rainbow ones with a bunch of vintage beads that I bought from Black-owned businesses. That's super exciting, the ones that I made. And some turned out really well. I was really impressed, but they're super gaudy and like just a lot. They're just a lot.
Very Iris, very Iris.
Yes.
I'm loving it. I have a necklace for you. I have a happy face necklace for you.
Oh,
So it's been here with your name on it in a cute little box. So
I'll come
it's
get
all
it.
about all the positivity. All right,
it's
guys.
spreading.
Thank you so much, Sarah. You
I
are
love
just
you.
like sunshine.
You are my sunshine.
Sunshine. All right, so we'll see you soon, everybody. Next
Bye.
week for something. Bye.